Here's how to download and install DeepSeek R1. First, go to a search bar, type in Ollama, and go to ollama.com. At ollama.com, click on Download, Download for Windows, then click the Download for Windows button. This is just the installer, so just download it anywhere, and then wait for it to finish downloading. Once the installer is finished downloading, open it. If Windows gives you a security warning, just click Run anyway. Now once the Ollama page is open, click Install. Now that Ollama has finished installing, go back to the Ollama website, type in DeepSeek R1. It should be the first entry here. Click on it. Click on this drop down here. You'll see multiple different versions with varying file sizes. 7B should run on most computers, but if you have better hardware, specifically a very high-end GPU, you can download a more complex version, but 7B should be good enough for most. Now that you have click the version you want to download, go to this box here and copy this. Then open up a command prompt. You can just go into your search bar, click command prompt. Now in your command prompt, we're just gonna paste in the code we copied from the Ollama website. And then we just wait for Ollama to install DeepSeek locally on our machine. This could take a while. Once you see the success message here, that means the DeepSeek R1 has been locally installed. You can type a message here just to make sure it's working. It'll think, use reasoning, and give you an answer. So now that we've installed DeepSeek R1, we want to be able to use a more chat-like UI. So now we need to install Chatbox AI so that we can have a chat-like user interface to use DeepSeek. So go back to your search engine, type in Chatbox AI, go to chatboxai.app, click on free download for Windows, save the installer wherever, and just wait for the installer to finish downloading. Once it finishes downloading, open it up. Then when the installer setup opens, you can select anyone who uses this computer to allow any user. If multiple people use your computer, you can set it up to use only the current user, but I'm going to select anyone. Click Next, click Yes, click Install. Once it finishes installing, you can click Finish and run Chatbox. Open up Chatbox AI, then go down to Settings in the bottom left. Click on the model provider, select Ollama API, then go down to the model box and select DeepSeek R1 7B. Then click Save, and now your text inputs, we can write something like, write me a poem, and DeepSeek will answer them. You can see the model down here. It says DeepSeek R1 7B. So why is there all this hype around DeepSeek R1 suddenly? That it's even got Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, talking about it as well. Well, DeepSeek is a new AI model created in China and in benchmarks across many different fields compared with popular AI models like OpenAI's GPT and mini models and Cloud's AI models. It performs on par pretty much, or even better in some cases, like in these bolded benchmarks here. DeepSeek R1 actually performed the best in that specific benchmark compared to the others. And this is significant because, as Mr. Pat Gelsinger points out, the CEO of Intel, DeepSeek AI is much cheaper than other AI models, not only in actual cost for developers to use, but also in the energy output that the model uses. It uses significantly less computing power to produce similar or even better results than the other AI models. This AI model is also developed in China by Chinese engineers, which is significant because China has been sanctioned by the US to not receive many of the high-end NVIDIA GPUs that are used in training AI models. So the fact that they were able to recreate and even improve on OpenAI's models is very surprising given their limited hardware capabilities. They also made this AI a open source project, meaning anyone can access the code behind DeepSeek. So, how was DeepSeek able to create an AI model that competes and does better in some cases than other AI models without as much initial investment and being much more scalable and faster? Well, DeepSeek uses a lot of different methods to be more efficient, but one of those methods is using multi-token predictions instead of next token predictions. So, what's the difference? Well, next token predictions look at only predicting the next token in a sequence. So if we're given the context, a quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, and we give an input that gives only a portion of that phrase, well, a next token prediction will find only the next token, like as the name states. However, a multi-token prediction, given the same context, then given the same input, a portion of that sentence, if we set n equals 2, it'll find the next two tokens in that sequence. And similarly, if we set n equals 3, it'll find the next three tokens in that sequence. So what this enables multi-token predictions to do is have much more long-range dependencies because it creates many different and longer token predictions. This also allows for parallel processing of those multi-token predictions, which can increase um, inference times, resulting in lower wait times. And this can improve sample efficiency because sample efficiency is how much an AI is able to learn using a set of sample data. And so that means that DeepSeek, since it uses multi-token predictions instead of next token, is able to get more out of the same sample size compared to existing AI models. So the result is that DeepSeek is a AI model created in China, trained using NVIDIA H800 chips, which are a less powerful version of the H100 chip that many US companies have been using for their AI models. And they've been able to create an AI model that is far cheaper to run and is able to perform on par and even better in some cases compared to the existing AI models, while being completely free for normal users and much cheaper and faster to run. And this has caused NVIDIA, the tech company, to lose over $600 billion in a single day, making it the single largest drop in a single day for a US company. But of course, now you can yourself use DeepSeek on your local machine the way you would use other AIs, but with this new Chinese AI that performs faster and cheaper.